y'all, it's Amanda. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about some of the most common cores you'll see right now in Regulation D, what they do, and how you might be able to counter them. Hi, you let me record this? Hi. Oh, you're so needy. You're so needy. So, this first core is one we've already seen have success before in Regulation C. It's Chien Pao and Dragonite. This duo has only grown in popularity and it can do huge amounts of damage, with Chien Pao increasing the power of Dragonite's +2 priority extreme speed. With a normal Terra type and Choice Band on top of that, Dragonite can two-shot most offensive threats in the game. The best way to play around this is to have some method of blocking priority through either an ability like Fairydraft's Armor Tail or Indeedee Psychic Terrain. But watch out, Chien Pao prefers to carry Ice Spinner to overwrite terrains for this exact reason, allowing Dragonite to continue its rampage. Another option would be to bring a Ghost type who is immune to Dragonite's extreme speed, but then still watch out for Chien Pao's Sucker Punch. Or at least bring a Pokemon with a normal type resistance, for example a steel type like Heatran. And of course we've all felt how popular Urshifu is in the meta right now, and its best partner is the most popular genie, Tornadus. Tornadus can give Urshifu speed control over faster threats with Tailwind and Icy Wind, or go straight for a boost to its damage with Rain Dance. It can also protect Urshifu from common status conditions like Spore, Thunderwave, or Will-O-Wisp with Prankster Taunt. One common way to deal with Tornadus in the past was to use Fake Out to stop it from getting a Prankster move off and then KO it in the same turn with your other Pokemon. But thanks to the Covert Cloak and the ability to Terastallize into a Ghost type, it's not very likely that this method is going to work. Your best bet is going to be bringing your own Prankster Tailwind to bring things back to a level playing field speed-wise, or to abuse priority moves or run a more balanced and bulky team so that speed disadvantage matters less. As for Urshifu, we all know that it deals huge amounts of water-type damage, and I did make a whole video talking about potential Urshifu counters, which I'll link up here and in the description below. Basically though, it's very useful to have either an ability like Storm Drain, an item like Rocky Helmet, or just a bulky Pokemon with a resistance to water types like Rillaboom or Grass Terra Iron Hands. And at the other end of the spectrum is the extremely slow Ursaluna, which makes a perfect Trick Room sweeper for that exact reason. It's most commonly paired with Cresselia to set up Trick Room because Cresselia's ability Levitate makes it immune to Ursaluna's Stab Earthquakes. Cresselia also has some new tools this time around to help it be even more frustrating to play against, namely Lunar Blessing. It's a new move which heals both the user and its ally Pokemon for 25% HP, as well as clearing any status conditions they may have. Keep in mind that will remove Ursaluna's Guts boost from a burn, but its Flame Orb item will re-burn it at the end of that turn. Cresselia also typically holds Mental Herb, so Taunt won't be enough to stop it from getting a Trick Room up, but it can sometimes hold the Safety Goggles item, which would keep Spore from stopping that Trick Room as well. In a closed team sheet format on the ladder, your best bet is to bring both of these methods as leads so that at least one will hopefully work, or do some serious calcs and make sure that you can OHKO that Cresselia in a single turn. And for Ursaluna, you'll want to bring Pokemon with resistances or immunities to its stab moves, the normal type Facade and ground type Headlong Rush or Earthquake. Keep in mind though that Ursaluna often runs Crunch to deal with ghost types that are immune to Facade. I actually think that Orthworm could be a really good niche mon here to help deal with Ursaluna in this way, as it's immune to ground type moves, resists normal, and is not weak to Crunch. It also has access to Iron Defense to boost its ability to withstand Ursaluna's physical attacks, and then it can strike back with a super effective Body Press. And now for a core that's a little more niche. I haven't run across it too terribly many times on the ladder, although when I used it I did have a ton of fun. It's Sneasler plus Unburden. Most commonly we've seen it in the form of either a Grassy Seed paired with Rillaboom to set up the Grassy Terrain, or a Psychic Seed paired with Indeedee to set up the Psychic Terrain. I've also seen Mirror Herb Sneasler paired with a Prankster Swagger user. You can Swagger an opposing special attacker to boost its physical attack by 2 stages, and Sneasler copies that boost with its Mirror Herb, effectively doubling both its attack and speed stats with a single move. Then on top of that, you can give it the move Acrobatics for coverage, which has an impressive 110 base power when the user is not holding an item, which Sneasler won't be once its Unburden ability has been activated. Sneasler is, however, pretty frail, so watch out for Fake Out and KO or other priority moves to counter it. And finally, another common core you might come across is Basculegion Rain. Whether from Pelipper's Drought ability or one of the genies using Prankster Rain Dance, Basculegion's Swift Swim ability doubles its speed in the rain, giving it a hugely powerful and fast Wave Crash, or even a Last Respects if you bring Basculegion in the back and use it after a few of your Pokemon have already fainted. Also, as a Ghost-type, Basculegion is immune to Dragonite's E-Speed as well as Fake Out from other Mons, and it resists Urshifu's powerful Surging Strikes and is immune to close combat. However, as a Ghost type, it is weak to Sucker Punch, so be sure to play around that if you're going to use Basculegion. We've talked now about a lot of fast and powerful Pokemon, but our last common core is a much slower and more balanced one. It's Dual Screens and Hisuian-Goodra. Goodra is incredibly bulky, and it gets a few moves that lets it increase its defense stat dramatically, namely Shelter and Acid Armor. On top of that, its ability Shell Armor means that it can't be hit with a critical hit, meaning there's no chance of a lucky crit breaking through the careful setup it does to boost its bulk. Pair it with Light Screen and Reflect, usually set up by Grimmsnarl, although other mons like Klefki and Regieleki can also be dual screen setters, with a health recovering item like Citrus Berry or Leftovers, and it can be incredibly difficult to take Goodra down. But try not to let it boost its defense too much, because it can use the move Body Press to deal ridiculous damage once it has boosted its defense to the max. Goodra also typically runs the Steel-type Heavy Slam to hit mons like Fluttermane, which are immune to Body Press. Your best bet against Goodra is to take it down quickly before it gets too much of a chance to set up. It's weak to ground and fighting type attacks, but watch out because it commonly runs the Fairy Terra type. As always, leave a comment down below if there's anything you think I've missed, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more like this. And if you want to see my videos before everybody else, feel free to join the channel with a membership. This is brand new. I just unlocked the ability to have channel memberships a few days ago, so this is the first video I'm recording since then. If you'd like to use some exclusive emojis in the comments or see my videos early, pick a tier for your membership down below and join the family. I'll see y'all later. Bye!